Hello everyone who would like to learn more about crop receipts. In this 15-minute video, I will tell you about what a crop receipt is, how it works, and why the instrument is among the best options to access or provide financing in agriculture. Any business needs financing, but in agriculture, this is even more important. Farmers have a long production cycle from sowing to harvest, and the gap between expenses and income can be up to 5-6 months. Over 40,000 small and medium farmers over Ukraine face shortages of working capital in their daily business. Usually they don't have enough of hard collateral to obtain financing from the creditors. Crop receipts is a simple and convenient alternative. The instrument allows farmers to use future crop as collateral and access financing or buy inputs. In-time investment in the right seeds, crop protection, equipment ensures farmers have good yields and can repay loans and continue farming. For the creditors, future crop collateral under crop receipts ensure more security when financing farmers. The concept of crop receipts started in Brazil 25 years ago as a solution to working capital financing when farmers had not enough collateral. This condition was also relevant in Ukraine. International Finance Corporation, IFC World Bank Group, developed and implemented crop receipts in Ukraine in partnership with the Swiss Confederation. The project was supported by the Ministry of Justice, Ministry of Agricultural Policy and Food, and other partners from the public and private sectors. The project facilitates access to financing for small farmers using the best practice learned from Brazil. In Ukraine, crop receipts are based on the law adopted in 2012. According to the law, crop receipt is an unconditional obligation of the farmer to pay or deliver commodities secured by the collateral of future crop grown on the specific land plots. Anyone who has a properly registered right to use land for agricultural production can issue a crop receipt. On the other side, anyone who is willing to finance a farmer can be a creditor. In this slide, you can see the key features of crop receipts. I will quickly explain each point. Number 1. Crop receipts have flexible format. The IFC project developed standardized recommended text templates for crop receipts. The templates are based on the best 4-year market practice of using crop receipts, but according to the law, farmer and creditor can agree and include into the text any extra points. Number 2. Crop receipts are printed on the notarial blanks, notarized and registered in the crop receipts electronic register. Number 3. The information in the register is public, allowing to see pledged crops and farmers' performance history within issued crop receipts. Please pay attention. Creditor keeps the original of a crop receipt, printed on a notarial blank, till the fulfillment of the farmer's obligation. The farmer can request a notarized copy. Number 4. Endorsement. Originally, crop receipts were used only as a loan to the farmer based on the future crop collateral. With an active market growth, the creditors took more crop receipts and felt the need for refinancing to meet farmers' demand. That is how the concept of endorsement was developed. Endorsement is a transfer of a crop receipt from one creditor to the other, either by selling or other appropriate options. For example, distributors transfer crop receipts to input suppliers to manage their accounts payable. The right of the creditor to endorse a crop receipt must be defined, agreed with the farmer, and documented in the text of the crop receipt. Number 5. Enforcement. Crop receipts provide creditors' right protection with a specially designed out-of-court enforcement procedure. The procedure is a quick and transparent solution to return credit within a crop receipt in case of a farmer's default. Enforcement will be explained in detail later in this video. Let's focus on the key benefits of the crop receipts for the farmers and creditors. For farmers, crop receipts help to increase available collateral by enabling pledge of future crops. Farmers can access more financing either for current needs or investment in longer-term projects. Crop receipts are simple to issue and easy to be negotiated with creditors. Standard template of crop receipts helps farmer and creditor to negotiate terms and conditions quickly. The procedure of issuing a crop receipt is simple and efficient. It takes from a couple of hours to a couple of days to register a crop receipt. The most time-consuming part is filling in the cadastre numbers of the land plots on which the pledged future harvest is grown. The procedure was improved and it is now possible to load the data from the existing files. Crop receipt allows farmers to obtain a loan pledging future harvest. By now, most financing via crop receipts have been provided by Ukrainian creditors. But the legislation also allows farmers to access financing from the non-residents. First, international crop receipts were issued in spring of 2019 by small and medium farmers. If you would like to learn more about international crop receipts, please see our corresponding video available at the Register's website. Farmers' performance on crop receipts can be tracked in the crop receipts register. Creditors can see if farmer has outstanding crop receipts and pledge on the specific land plots. Notaries can print an extract from the register on the farmer's demand. Reducing the risk of the land rights conflicts, submission of the information to the register on the land plots, future crop from which is pledged, decreases the risk of fraudulent activities. Issued crop receipt confirms the land plots were checked and registered properly, otherwise the future harvest from them wouldn't be pledged. For creditors, crop receipts provide the following advantages. Farmers have limited hard collateral. For the small and medium farms, crops in the field is often their main asset. In these conditions, crop receipts enable creditors to provide secured financing by enabling future crop collateral. Crop receipts are supported by an accelerated out-of-court enforcement procedure, which has already been proven to work. If farmer defaults, the creditor can start enforcement on the next day after the due date of the crop receipt. The creditor has an opportunity to react quickly and seize the collateral with the help of private or state bailiff. Out-of-court enforcement procedure ensure proper creditor's right protection. Crop receipts can meet a broad range of financing needs, including trade credit, different types of loans, and financing against commodity contracts. Crop receipts minimize the chance of fraudulent activities due to the centralized electronic register. In the register, creditors can check farmers' performance on the issued crop receipts, including current open crop receipts, crop under collateral with a link to the corresponding land plots, previous default on the issued crop receipts. All the mentioned contributes to the popularity of the crop receipts among farmers and creditors. Crop receipt only defines farmers' obligation to repay the loan. The obligation depends on the business model used by a creditor and his agreement with the farmer. First possible option is within commodity crop receipt, when a farmer is obliged to deliver fixed quantity of the single crop on the agreed terms. It is possible to specify the formula for conversion of crop's quantity depending on its quality. Second option is within financial crop receipt, when a farmer is obliged to pay according to the formula that accounts for the crop's quantity. Formula can A. Fix the amount at the date of the conclusion, B. Define future calculation of the amount based on price, exchange rate, or other. According to the law, to be called a crop receipt, a document must include 9 requirements. Most of them are typical for most contract types used in agribusiness. Number 1. Title: commodity crop receipt or financial crop receipt. Number 2. Delivery date: due date for commodity delivery or payment with an issued crop receipt. Farmer and creditor can agree on any timeline with no minimum or maximum duration of a crop receipt, from couple of days to couple of years, with the opportunity to include schedule of the delivery or payment. Number 3. Subject of obligation. Farmer's obligation to deliver commodity or pay to the creditor, depending on the type of the crop receipt. Number 4. Terms and place of settlement. Place of delivery within commodity crop receipt, or number of bank account to transfer money within financial crop receipt. Number 5. Creditor's bank details. Number 6. Transfer of rights, endorsement, terms. Possible options include: creditor is allowed to transfer the crop receipt to any other creditor. Second option, creditor has limited permission to transfer to certain creditors or only with the approval of the farmer. Third option, transfer is prohibited. Please note that if the terms for transfer are not mentioned in the text of the crop receipt, it is legally considered as unlimited transfer permission. Number 7. Collateral description. Description of the future crop with a link to the cadastre numbers of the land plots where it is grown. Please note that the value of the collateral should be equal or larger than the obligation under the crop receipt. Number 8. Date and place of the issuance. Number 9. Farmer's details, signature and stamp. Signature of the creditor is not obligatory. Based on the market experience, the project's experts recommend including additional points into the text of the crop receipt. Include link to the contract if a crop receipt was issued as a performance guarantee or additional security for the contract. This will allow to avoid doubling of the farmer's obligations under the crop receipt and the contract. Include agreed contract value for the accounting purposes and on the demand of the crop receipts register. Define key terms. Also, agree beforehand an independent expert institution which is able to confirm the quality of the crop delivered within the crop receipt. However, farmer and creditor can include any other additional points which does not contradict to current legislation. Crop receipt is considered as issued on its registration in the crop receipts register. The information on issued crop receipts can be found in the public section of the register by the name of the borrower or cadastre numbers of the land plot. Creditors are actively using this to ensure farmers have no open loans on a particular land plot. Farmers can address the notary and get an extract from the registry on their performance with an issued crop receipt. This extract can be accepted by banks similarly to the banking account history. It is worth mentioning that crop receipt is also considered as closed on the date it is closed by the notary in the crop receipts register. This information will be stated in the performance history of the farmer, not the date of the actual settlement of the crop receipt. While crop receipt is open, the creditor has a right to monitor collateral within this crop receipt. Before harvest, the collateral is future crop linked to the specific land plots. That is why the notary checks cadastre numbers and location of the land plots stated in the text of the crop receipt. After harvest, collateral is the corresponding amount of agricultural products in stock or on the way to the delivery point before the payment date specified in the crop receipt. Please note that crop receipts are issued separately for each crop. If crop receipt includes more than one crop, it is considered invalid. If the farmer grows a couple of different crops within one land plot with the one cadastre number, the land area under the pledged crop should be specified for proper evaluation of the collateral value. It is possible to issue more than one crop receipt per one land plot and cadastre number. The notary will warn the creditor about the existing pledge, and the creditor has a right to refuse from such a crop receipt or demand to change the land plots and collateral. After harvesting, the farmer is obliged to fulfill the obligations under the crop receipt, deliver agricultural products within commodity crop receipt, or pay within financial crop receipt. When crop receipt is settled, the creditor makes inscription fulfilled on the original of the crop receipt, stating title and name of the representative, stamping for legal entities, or signing for private individuals. The settled crop receipt must be returned to the farmer within 3 days after fulfillment of obligations, either in person or by registered letter. Farmer or creditor on behalf of the farmer addresses to the notary to close the settled crop receipt in the crop receipts register and other registers. If the creditor is late, the fines can be applied. For the delay less than a month, the fine would be 10 minimal wages. If the delay is between 1 and 6 months, the fine is 100 minimal wages. If the delay is more than 6 months, the fine is 300 minimal wages. Remember, crop receipt closed in the register in time ensures building a farmer's positive performance history. If the farmer does not fulfill the obligations under the crop receipt, the creditor has a right to initiate out-of-court enforcement procedure from the first day after the crop receipt's due date. For example, if the due date is October 15th, starting from October 16th, the creditor can address notary to get a notarial writ and submit it to the bailiff to seize collateral. Crop receipt with no inscription fulfilled is sufficient proof of the creditor's claims credibility. Within commodity crop receipt, the bailiff will seize the amount of crop specified in the obligation and transfer it to the creditor's ownership. Within financial crop receipt, the bailiff will sell the crop and pay the creditor. Creditor always has the right to go to court. Let us go through the most general model of work within crop receipt. Step 1. Farmer and creditor agree on the delivery and credit terms and sign a corresponding contract. Step 2. Farmer issues a crop receipt to the creditor. Step 3. Farmer receives goods or services from the creditor, seeds, crop protection, equipment, money, or anything else. This can also happen before issuance of the crop receipt. Step 4. After harvesting, the farmer fulfills his obligation, deliver commodity, or pay on the pre-agreed terms. After full settlement, the creditor returns the original of the crop receipt to the farmer. On the demand, the notary closes the crop receipt in the corresponding registers. Within first 4 years of the implementation, crop receipts proved themselves as a simple and efficient instrument in the following business models. Number 1. Farmer and input supplier. Crop receipt is used together with a supply contract. Other possible option within this model is distributor as a first creditor who later endorsed the crop receipt to input supplier. Number 2. Farmer and bank. Financial crop receipt is issued to secure a credit agreement. Number 3. Farmer and trader. Commodity crop receipt is issued to secure a delivery under the forward contract. Number 4. Farmer and cooperative or credit union. For the smallest farmers who need to group commodity batches or access microfinancing. Number 5. Farmer and non-resident. Financial or commodity crop receipt is used to access financing from abroad or import goods or services. Choose the most suitable business model for your convenience. Learn more about them from our next videos. Thank you for watching this video. Please visit the Crop Receipts Register website at agroregisters.com.ua to get more information on crop receipts. Also, keep in touch and follow us on Facebook at AgroRegisters.